It's good, starting it off. Josh hitting a mistake, left the pitch up over the plate at his thigh and put a great swing on it. He's one of those guys, when he plays good, the game gets easier for our team. And so that was a great start. I think the key to the whole inning was Paxton's at bat, where he got down 0-2 and drew the walk. That set the table. Excellent bunt by Steven. And then when you play the game the right way, sometimes you get some good fortune. So I just one of those things that I believe, like Paxton's at bat, allowed us to get some good fortune with the air, and I thought Mac hit the ball hard right there. And then Tommy, really setting the tone of not trying to do too much. Good short swing with runners in scoring position right there. That was a big at bat. Huge at bat by Brady following Tommy by hitting the ball the other way. So you have a hard ground ball in the middle and a low liner the other way. That's what we need to do with runners on base and runners in scoring position. So it was great to see out of those guys. And then I got to be honest, I don't remember how the inning ended. I know we scored a run on a ground ball by Michael, but it was a great inning.
And then, you guys get into it. It gets a little sticky there for a few innings, and then Griffin kind of comes in and slams the door shut. He's been probably you guys' most.
Yeah, he's our tied for first best pitcher. Our two best pitchers threw the ball well tonight for us, and yeah, it was getting a little dicey. I felt like we lost our poise a little bit in the middle of the game. Obviously, the error, and then offensively, the next inning we didn't really respond to that adversity super well, and I thought we were great tonight for the most part, but we got out of sorts a little bit and just needed to rein back in the focus. And I thought we did that at the end of the game. So good at bat by Mac to walk, and then Jared really smoked that ball right there. So, you don't have to be, you're not going to be perfect in baseball. With our schedule, there's little margin for error, but, I thought the approach preparing for tonight was really good by the team. And so it led to some good play, I believe. And then, we withstood a bump. I think we can respond better to the bump. And if we want to win baseball games, we're going to have to do that. But I'm proud of them tonight.
Can even one win like this kind of turn?
I think it helps, but really it comes down to, Gage Jump set the tone tomorrow by throwing strikes and attacking hitters. If he does that, then sure, but I'm really happy for them because they did well the last couple of days, and nobody cares about practice except me. And the pride and performance thing, we have to elevate. And I don't think it should ever be a point of discussion, but for our team, they need to do that. And so to get rewarded against a top 10 team or whatever with a win at home, it's great.
Before tonight, Herring led you guys in SEC ERA allowed. Compared to the start of the season where it was a little bit more difficult for him to get going, how has he kind of turned around?
That seems like a million years ago, honestly. I just know I radioed down one time and I just said, hey man, you remember that dude that came in against Wake Forest in Omaha, and I went out to the mound and you told me to tell the pitching coach to go throw 3 sliders in a row and we'll strike this dude out. That's the dude I need to come into the game. And I don't remember what game that was right now, but that's who he's been ever since then, and I'm proud of him for that.
Bit of a different approach tonight with pitching, just 2 arms. We've seen a lot more in a lot of games this
I would
year.
love to do that.
Okay.
It's about execution. If guys don't execute, you can't just leave them out there to fail. I'm trying to win the game. I'm trying to help our players win the game. Trust me, I love, not having to go out to the mound too much. And we wouldn't have had to go probably at all. Coach Yeski went in the 3rd inning, I believe. But, if we finish the inning and make the play, then, Griffin probably would have just started the next inning. And we would have only had to go one time. But good job by both those two tonight. They're reliable, and it's good. They'll both get some rest now. We don't play till next Friday. And we're going to need those guys to be sharp next week. So it's good job by Luke and Griffin.
Is that the approach going forward, kind of constrict the numbers and just go with a certain amount of guys?
Well, there's some wisdom in that, and that's actually a really good question. I think your team has to be built appropriately. I mean, played for a national championship using 5 pitchers the entire College World Series, and we played 8 games. I mean, so there's some wisdom in that. Might have been 6. I don't remember, but it was like, yeah, it was like that. And good teams are like that. You know, I've always believed you needed 2 starters and a closer, and then you can kind of piece the rest of it together. And you know, if those 2 guys continue on that path and Jump does what he's capable of, then we have that. And then the other guys, you can kind of constrict them to not ask them to do too much, and then that's the key, I think.
Can you talk about your hitters' ability to hit runners forward, hitting behind them on the base pass?
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
that was kind of
we look like a baseball team tonight doing that, and look like we should look. And you know, like I said, I think you know, Jared's sitting over here. I'm proud of him, but you know, it's kind of a backwards team. You know, that I've had. Like normally, I have really good hitters. Then they develop power as we get them in the weight room, and they get stronger. We have guys that have power that aren't necessarily good hitters, but they can be when they do things right. And they were great hitters tonight. And I hope, you know, that evolution continues to take place, because there's a lot of games on our schedule left that are possible to be like that, but we have to do it right.
You mentioned about, you just mentioned these guys, trying to make, I guess they are good hitters, but making them even, better hitters. What was sort of the biggest difference with, the runners, the approach with runners in scoring position today compared to
the rest of the season?
Yeah,
where it's been
the last
awful?
few weeks.
Yeah. Just staying within themselves, being committed to getting a pitch where it makes it easy to get the guy in, and not trying to do too much. Like, they all love to hit homers, but just we're going to hit some home runs. I think Josh hit one tonight and Mac hit one tonight. You do that with him hitting low liners, and then he hits his homer with a man on first base and 1 out, but he hits low liners. Now he's going to pile up a billion RBIs, and that's what good teams do. And so, I mean, this is something you have to coach all the time. Like in Game 71, we were coaching how to do this better last year, and so I hope that they'll take the positive feedback that they received tonight by scoring 10 runs, and use that as a thing going forward, because we can be really good. Like this can be a good offensive team.
With the home run that Luke allowed, it seemed like just a routine fly ball to me. Like, did he execute there, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we have like the most fair park in the SEC, and you start to get to this time of year, it's like, it's tough, man. Sometimes you don't have to hit it good, it goes over the fence. That's why trying to do it makes no sense at all, because of, it was playing offensive to right field tonight. Sometimes it plays offensive to left field. Early in the year, sometimes you could hit it 4 times. He hit a ball 118 miles an hour that didn't go out in February. So it just kind of depends on that. So you want to attack hitters, limit the free bases, stay within yourself, get free bases on offense, cash in on your opportunities, and then big strong guys pop one out with a man on first, and you're probably in a pretty good spot.
With Jared here, you mentioned his improvement just as a hitter, but also it seems like he's just a lot more patient at the plate.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Yeah, and he has to be, because, I mean, look at that dude. Would you want to throw to him? I don't like throwing BP to him on the screen. It scares me.
I feel like we're not talking enough about Mac as well. You like him in that leadoff spot?
At times today I did, and it was kind of what our team needed. I really wanted to go with these guys that were on the cusp last year, and there's still a lot of season and a lot of story of that to be written. But losing the experience that we did, having an older player that knows how to play, that's a good dude. Like sometimes bringing on a one-year guy is not the answer, but I had no question he would blend in with like Griffin and Jared and these other guys very well. And they could tell you if he has or he hasn't, but it appeared that he has. In terms of the performance, just continuing to get better. And, I felt like he would hit, SEC caliber pitching well, and so far he's doing that.
Josh Pearson isn't the biggest guy, but when he gets a hold of one full side, he can really hit it out.
He can.
What sort of allows him to do that?
He's strong. He's got big forearms for a small guy. He's got a big, strong lower half. I'm not sure what his numbers are, but I bet he squats a lot, and so that strength connected to the ground. He's a good athlete, so it moves fast. And he's got short arms, so he can keep the barrel attached to that strength and then deliver it. And when he times it up and it's at the right slot, it can go. And he did that on that pitch tonight.
Based on something you said earlier this week, would you say your best players played well today?
Yes, I did. Yeah, and we're not winning unless they do. And so that was really good to see. You know,
Two more?
these guys did that tonight.
2 more.
Is it stated enough to your liking of how, I guess, solid Luke has been?
Oh, he's great. Yeah, I can't even imagine our team, you know, without him and Griffin right now.
Who do you like after Griffin if you were going to put somebody in the ninth?
Yeah, no scouting reports going out tonight. Sorry. I think a lot of guys can do it.
Yeah.
They just need to do it. I mean, that's how I would answer that.